In the sacred dance of football, where legacy breathes and memory never fades, a familiar crown has returned to the head that once wore it with pride. Barcelona have risen once again as champions of La Liga, claiming their 28th title in a tale laced with both fire and nostalgia. It was the night of May 16, 2025. A calm sky, a tense stadium, and the weight of history rested on the shoulders of young warriors. In the 36th matchday of the Spanish League, Barcelona sealed their destiny at the home of their city rivals, Espanyol, with a convincing 2-0 victory. The first breath of triumph came from Lamine Yamal, a name still fresh on the tongues of fans but already carving itself into the stone of legends. The second, from Fermin Lopez, a goal that did not merely confirm a win, but echoed with the power of generations past. It was not just a match. It was a moment of reawakening. For the Blaugrana faithful, this wasn't just a title. It was a whisper from the past that the heart of Barcelona still beats, still bleeds blue and garnet, still dreams in Camp Nou echoes. Amid the flood of celebrations, one voice rose above all. Not in the stadium, not in the locker room, but from across the Atlantic, where time and distance do not dull love. Lionel Messi, the eternal child of Barcelona, offered a single word on his Instagram story. *Felicidades. *Congratulations. That single word was 1,000 memories. Messi, who now graces the fields of Inter Miami, remains stitched into the very soul of Barcelona. No applause from him is ever just a gesture. It is a seal, a benediction from a king who once ruled with both humility and magic. He is the man who wore the crest 778 times. A number that speaks not just of appearances, but of sacrifices, of tears, of nights when the world stopped to watch him move like wind through the defenses of giants. Behind him, Xavi, his friend, his captain, now his successor, stands respectfully at 767. Messi's record is carved not only in matches played, but in goals that felt like poetry. 672 goals. Not just numbers, but brushstrokes on the canvas of world football. His closest chaser, Paulino Alcantara, stands far behind with 407. And still, Messi's legacy feels unreachable, like a star you can see but never touch. But this story, this recent victory, is not just about Messi. It is about the cycle of legacy, of how greatness does not end, but transforms. New names step forward, not to erase the old, but to walk the path they lit. Yamal, Lopez. They do not carry the shadow, they carry the torch. Barcelona's triumph is not just a chapter in football, it is a meditation on time, on loyalty, on the rebirth of giants. From the ashes of doubt, they've risen again, a phoenix shaped not by fate, but by faith and fight. And while Messi watches from afar, his heart perhaps still draped in Catalan colors, we are reminded that love for a club does not die with departure. It lingers in quiet posts, in proud silences, in the blessing of a man who has nothing more to prove, but still finds joy in the success of his home. Yet, our voice dares to differ, not in defiance, but in depth. Messi's gesture, though subtle, invites reflection. Was it a farewell kiss or an unspoken invitation? Some celebrate his move to Miami as freedom. Others see it as a missed final chapter. But in our eyes, legacy isn't just built by leaving, it's honored by staying. Still, this is football. A game of moments, movement, and meaning. And tonight, Barcelona stands tall once more. Their anthem rises, their future steps onto the field, and the world watches, not to compare, but to remember. To feel. To believe again. Because in every ending, there is always a beginning.